Libra, hi, this is Kim, and this is another take on your message. Take two. I was about to have a coughing fit because of just being under the weather the last like 2 weeks, practically. And I didn't want to do that on camera. So we're starting over. But I'll tell you what did come out in the beginning. Let me first say thank you for liking and helping this channel expand and grow. Also hitting the subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'd love to have you here, and thank you for returning. And if you would like a private reading, those are recorded readings for you. You put in the notes what you would like to know. The price range is $22 to $60, as well as shoot me an email so that you get it in the right spot. But okay, so what came out, this reading is all about what's coming in December. There are no coincidences, though. So you're meant to hear this message as well as whatever new decides to come out. But I had the Wise Salt card, the Rotation card, which is about you having the knowledge to change a pattern or something that you see that's just been going round and round, and either it's stopping or delaying us from the next phase. Yeah, in some way it is. Whatever it is, even no matter what the pattern is, it's usually talking about what's going round and round that is stopping us from ultimately changing what we've been wanting to change. And then the main card was Venus, which is like earthly pleasures. Odd with it being Venus, but earthly pleasures is what I get from it. Love, pleasure, sensation, a beautiful romance, a love blooming or blossoming, because you also had the spring card. So blooming or budding, something just now forming. I mean, the Venus card can be a person that is enjoying good scenery with a nice glass of wine too. That can, that could be a pleasure thing. So I see pleasure and love coming in December. And then, and then the Glass card, which had your focus. And I was thinking that other than somebody might be viewing you, especially if you put yourself out there, if you're on social media, somehow you're being viewed or watched, and it's in a healthy way, the way that the card came out. That's also about your attention to whatever pattern that is trying to point out to you in December. Okay, so we're going to actually start this reading, though, over. Yay. Oh, that's good. That card's been coming out for a lot of people, and that's a really good sign. The yellowing card means that something is like almost completely healed here, and you're already going into this alchemical wedding stage, which is a celebration. It's the coming together of the elements here that you want. I mean, it looks like confetti too on the card. So something is coming together nicely for you. This could be a divine counterpart coming together. This can be talking about the masculine and feminine energies within ourselves, and it could be referencing like Carl Jung and the alchemical wedding if you read the book. So it can be about that, about the marriage of those two energies that really bring about a big change, because it's such a nice equal push and pull, but it's or ebb and flow maybe is more like it. And then the Blood card. Okay, so I have healing. I have something in its healing. And it might be talking about patterns, since I do have a understanding of that from the first time I tried to do your reading. And then the Blood card means that something's coming to life. Something is going to make you feel like alive again. Now, with this card, if you just take a glance at it, it looks like a big pentacle. It does say resin on it, so it may be something about finances that have been tight or seized up for a while, or like, when is this going to grow or release? When is this energy going to get bigger? So it can be about that, and a coming out of a period where nothing was happening for quite a while. It also has a carnation in the middle of it, And with the blood card here also, I see some kind of like eternal love or something that was passed on from, that was preserved from different lifetimes. It's a love, and it's like a love that transcends, it transcends time, as well, space and time. And so that's like an eternal love popping open. And it might be because of that spring card earlier, and then the blood card making you feel like something that makes us feel like we are alive again. And then the celebration, the coming together for the celebration. And a lot of this is happening because of you working on some kind of healing. That the yellowing, I remember, the way I remember that card is if you have a bruise and you're wanting to stage it. You know, if I had a bruise on my arm and it was yellow, then I would say that it's in its final stages. It's probably been there for a while. It's almost healed. It probably doesn't hurt anymore. Just has that tinge of yellow to it. So that's what I've got for that part. Let's see how it connects with another deck. All right, for our Libras for December, what would you like Libras to know for December? What's coming in for Libras December? Oh, coming out of a difficult or toxic situation. They're saying not to worry about the small stuff, or don't sweat the small stuff. So the spider on the first card that came out was somebody that was weaving. There was a spider that was dropped down in the middle of a pattern or a rotation of something that was going on around and around. It may be that you're finally healing from a toxic situation or low vibration energy. It could be that we're still cleaning up small messes from before we were healed in an adequate way, or something like that. They're saying not to sweat the small stuff. It'll be all right, and you definitely break free, if you haven't already, from a toxic situation that you will heal from, and ultimately have some kind of celebration. So I have the Fate card with the dice. Number 2, taking a risk, making a choice. You also have luck on the card too. Okay, there's something within a few days for those watching this that is going to go ahead and appear at the very beginning of the month. And I see somebody doing yoga or exercising on the card. May have been very confusing for you up to this point. If something was, like I said, there could have been a pattern that was keeping us delayed, or it was complex to sort out. We could have been in a catch-22 situation where it's more, how do I want to word this? It's like when we're in a situation where we know that we would like or desire a certain outcome, but when the facts of the matter or the financial resources just aren't there for us to implement what we really want, and then we feel like it can be confusing, daunting. It can be hard when we get into those places. It can feel like a catch-22 only because during those times there's a lot of change and transformation going on, and it makes it, when we have worry or we think that we're in a situation that maybe at the moment can't quite move from, it does get hard not to focus on that every once in a while. We try to keep our thoughts, I'm sure, as positive as can be, but I mean, it's like having a dream job in your mind that you would like, but yet either the opportunity or the offer isn't there yet. You have to do something for the bills. So you have to, you know what I mean? So then we're in this situation where I feel like it's a catch-22, or like we're waiting on something that's very complex. However, there's always reasons for why we're where we're at, and there's something about your healing here too. I don't know, but I mean, because I'm seeing the yellow in this, and I'm seeing the yellow in that within a few days. So since it is a predictive reading, I would say you get some kind of good news that's going to bring about a lot of healing to a very complicated situation. All right, you have the cat. You have apathetic, disinterested, aloof, what I want, when I want, and it is a very independent energy, the cat. Oh, okay. You may really, with that alchemical wedding, you might really expect love. We hit with the roses, love, romance, affection, appreciation, yearning, passion, tender, attached. Let's pull like a couple more for the top there to see what else is coming in. The pearl, opening up, and your wisdom. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So 7-7. 777. So I feel like there's going to be a contract or some kind of agreement. Something coming in that's going to be healing for you. And you're definitely being told to look at the fine details. Make sure you agree with it. Keep your focus. And this is like a declaration where you're going to be able to reclaim sovereign power in yourself. And that's kind of like when we know that we have the king and queen within each of us. So take a closer look. Take a look at the details. But I think it is associated with this within a few days because they're all sevens. And then the heart home, it says happy home, security, love, comfort, fulfilled, legacy, boundaries, affection, heart's desire, and longevity. So you could expect your heart's desire to come in December. It's good. That's good. Okay, let's get a rune for you. Okay, I have Elhaz. This is a good one to get. Elk, refuge, protection, safety, sanctuary, guardians, trust, protection, summoning guardians, creating safe space, safe and protected space. Take advantage of your natural defenses, and allies with your best interest at heart. Be alert and keep your wits. So you are protected. So you are protected wherever it is, or whatever it is. It's a project, or it's this thing that's coming where you have a choice, you have a chance, kind of rolling the dice with fate. I think it's going to be something good if you do. Okay, Witch's Oracle. Wow. Wow, guys. I'm going to pull these. I mean, I think this one goes with it too. Oh my God. And then there's the patterns. Okay. There we go. That's exactly your message. I don't doubt it. I really don't. Because this is similar to what came out in that first part, but this is a lot cooler. Okay. Okay. So we have the spider. We have the patterns card. And I definitely think this is associated with this Black Widow energy here of, you know, listen, A pattern can be when we've not, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to word it. When we're in a different vibration, when we are in a different vibration and we've made the same mistakes over and over, like I think they're saying, don't be so hard on yourself, for one, for if you had to go round and round, because we all do in some area. If somebody says that they haven't had to, or that they're different from you in that sense, then they're just talking from their ego, and they're probably lying. But we all have some kind of pattern, and also it takes awareness, and I think that's what you have, because when you have awareness of a pattern, and some of us decide, okay, I have this pattern, now I'm going to sit with this idea, and then it goes on for even longer until we decide to change it. But the ultimate thing, or the takeout, is there's no real wrong or right. You're here to live life. But the question is, do you want to have the same experience? That's really what it's about, because no one can tell you what is right or wrong for you when it comes to, you're here for your soul to experience what it wants to experience. But then that means that you have to have the awareness to know what you want to experience, and if that involves some kind of change, and if somehow that has been delaying something. Okay, good advice for me and everyone to take, right? And then the heritage. So this is interesting, because this is like, I feel like it's your strong connection with your ancestors. The crescent moon on her head too, and the crescent moon. I think that you have extra ability to manifest, and like extra, I feel like it comes from your heritage, your bloodline, your people. And I'm not necessarily talking about the ones even here right now, or even immediate. This could be like hundreds of years back, but whatever it is, there's a tie to this, there's a tie to the life force energy out in nature. And that is the area where the earth shows her abundance the most. So when you really want to tap into some kind of abundance, I think that you would tap into this energy. And so there's probably a clear cognizance or inner knowing of, with that crow on the shoulder too, next to the heart space. It's kind of like knowledge that you just innately know, or you carry with you naturally. And so you're very connected to this heritage, this iridia. Yeah, you're very connected. All right. And then we move along, and this is even more beautiful. I have, and that was 28-1, and this is 29. The Queen of Elfame, Magic and Beauty. And if you see on the Magic and Beauty card, she's holding a mirror, really because she knows who she is. She knows how beautiful she is. She has come out of this cave. So that there has been introspection. There has been wisdom gained with her outfit and dress being an owl. She is wise because she has this pearl that is huge, and she's holding it in the palm of her hand. There's a fountain on top of the cave, because whatever was gained or learned when either you had a time in isolation, or when you had an extreme glow up, whatever this was, you're looking magically beautiful right now. So Magic and Beauty, I love that card. And then even more powerful, then you have 34, Cone of Power, energy, and then 19, Serpent, and the word power. See, power twice. These were the first two to come out. So I don't know, but there's something about this power and some kind of beautiful message that's going to come within a few days. Like I said, the beginning of December for you. And I'm really being drawn up to the eyeglasses. I feel like it has to do with some kind of contract or offer that comes from your vision, through your vision of what you've already created. But for some time, something may have felt delayed or very overly complicated. Like, how do we get this out of the resin? You know, that kind of energy. So I'm going to pull from the Kipper deck real quick just to see maybe if they can give me something else on any of this. Any of this. Tell me about any of this, please. Well, give me the within a few days. Let's just start with the meat of it. Oh, the Lover's energy. So that is okay. So the Lover's card here says within a few days, that within a few days you're gonna have a crossroads opportunity. You can go. You're gonna be protected, no matter what decision you make. Like, no matter right or left or straight. There's something about your decision where you'll be at a crossroads. Some type of opportunity, or soulmate coming into your life, something within a few days. It's going to present you a choice. Yeah, I just noticed I laid it down on the dice. So it's going to present you with a choice. Tell me about this energy, where we may have felt like it was lost or delayed for quite some time, held in like a resin state. Perhaps you were this lady, or man, okay, in this cave, preparing yourself, and you're ripe and you're ready. This is going to happen sooner than later, okay? And I get this feeling I get this feeling for this group of Libras that this is going to happen in the beginning of your December. This good news, this choice, or this contact. Something's going to make you extremely happy. And if for a while, because this laid out on top of the labyrinth, it felt like, where's the pathway? The pathway either keeps leading me round and round or back into a corner, right? Spirit's just acknowledging that. Because this is the pathway. And also the pattern that could be blocking the pathway, okay? Being addressed or looked at. And main female in the reverse. I have the courthouse in the reverse. This always opens up a bunch of can of worms. Okay, so tell me more about courthouse and main female. Marriage in the reverse. So some people are coming out of a contract. Maybe you went towards or signed with someone or committed to somebody that you were like, oh my God, this is terrible, with the accidents card. And so maybe you were making it officially unofficial. There's something about too bringing in some type of offer for you. Something going on, family court, or family issues with the family in the reverse. Some types of commitments, or something involving this main female. I'm going to have to get a tarot card because, like I say, I just keep... Usually that's how Kipper is whenever there's one or two cards that are in the reverse, it's just like from there, it's not downhill. It's just, what do I want to say? It doesn't get any more really specific. It's just like, okay, yeah, this could be dealing with a court situation that's finally ending. We could be having issues at home where we're wanting to have this heart's desire of a nice home where the heart is. Okay, so who is this main female? The Magician. So if you're in this type of situation, oh wow, you have the strength, the power, and the magic with the Magician, especially the power here to manifest whatever it is that you want. If you don't feel right in this situation, whatever this is, you can manifest a way, a pathway, is what they're saying. And especially if it's a situation where you're giving more, or your kindness is being taken for granted, or something like that. Because I saw the Six of Pentacles reverse on the bottom. So I think that's what you're having the strength and the confidence to do, is to manifest the experience that you really want coming up in December. And you certainly have all of the energies to like back you up. Okay. 18, I'm kind-hearted, but yeah, watch about that, about overgiving. 29, you're highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. I'm insightful. And 23, you have a zest for life, and you're eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement, and need both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived to the fullest. I am adventurous. So that's what I've got for your December message. Thanks for joining me. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.